Hey, good afternoon. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about having more energy after you have had any kind of weight loss surgery. And so if you're looking to get more energy, make sure that you stay tuned because I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to have more energy when you are post-op, post-surgery. So, for those of you that have not met me before, my name is Anna Olson, and I had gastric bypass surgery in 2017. So, I am just 6 years past surgery, and I am talking about the things that really have worked well for me. And so, I want to share those with you today. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the videos I put out on a weekly basis. So let's get right into it. Talk about the 3 tips, the 3 top things that have helped me have more energy post surgery. And even today, I mean, I'm 6 years past, and this still works for me. So, first thing I wanted to talk about is drinking more water. We know, as a general rule, your body is 75 to 80% water. So you need to drink more water. When I feel the most sluggish is when I have not had enough water in a day. These days, I drink a gallon of water a day. Now, I would not expect a person that has just newly had surgery is actually drinking that much in a day. However, you want to work your way up to as much as possible because it really does make a difference. And the other thing, there are so many benefits to drinking lots of water. I mean, I'm talking better sleep, better digestion, better. My skin is clear. There's just so many different things that change when you drink enough water. Now, how do you go about drinking that much water? I've had people say, well, I don't like flavored water. I don't like plain water. Whatever it is a learned process. And if you really, really do want it, you will make the time for it, and you will actually go ahead and make sure that you get the water in. And one of the things that I would suggest is that you measure. As I've had people say, oh, well, I drink lots of water throughout the day. Well, have you measured? Do you know exactly what you're drinking? And if you don't, if you have not measured, then most likely you don't know how much you are drinking. And I know for myself, I thought I was drinking a lot of water too. And when I started measuring it, I'm like, oh boy, I'm not really doing that well, So it's a matter of keeping track. It's a matter of keeping track is really what it is. Use it, do it flavored. I have a flavor that I add into water every day. And I like plain water, but I don't always drink just plain water. Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about is exercise. I have to say, this is the number one way for me to have more energy. I just need to get up and move my body. Okay. So, um, um, maybe it's a matter of going outside and walking a little ways. And if you can't go outside, walk around your house. I've done that. I mean, I live in the cold north, and I've had days when it was like going outside. I had no interest because it was too cold, too snowy, too icy, didn't want to do that. So I would just walk around the house. The other thing that has worked really, really well for me is to have a walking buddy. I was probably 4 to 5 months past my surgery, and I was on Facebook talking about my going out walking in the morning. And a local gal saw that I was out walking. She asked me if she could join me. And that was 6 years ago when she started joining me for a morning walk. And we are still walking every 5 days a week for an hour each morning. So it's really, she keeps me accountable. I keep her accountable. She said, I mean, when I'm not available to walk, she doesn't go, or for the most part, she doesn't go. When she's not available, I find an excuse not to go. So it's really giving each other that accountability to do the walking. And like I said, we live in the cold north. So in the wintertime, we go to the high school and we walk at the high school. So, you know, you might walk outside, you might do a treadmill, you might do a stationary bike. Somehow move your body, because every time I exercise, I have more energy. And I have, in the past, I have ran like a 5K, which is 3.1 miles. I come home from running a 5K and I have energy for hours. It's crazy how much more energy I feel after doing a 5K. So I know that that is the best way for me to get more energy. So there's are some ideas for you, okay? And I hope this works for you. I mean, I really do hope that it works for you. Let's see here. We're going to close that. Just checking to make sure if we have any comments or anything. If you have any comments or questions, make sure you put them in the comments section, and I will respond. I will respond. Okay. And finally, the third tip that I want to talk about is supplements. Supplement whatever it is that you need to have more energy. I know that for myself, if my body needs certain vitamins, if I don't take my vitamins, I don't take my supplements, I am feeling like I'm dragging. And I know that I'm missing something. So there's certain things. I know that if you don't have enough iron, you feel tired. If your B vitamins are down, you might feel tired. At least that's how it works for me. So those are some things that you really want to pay attention to, and make sure that you take your vitamins so that your body has what it needs to function. And one of the ways that I get the vitamins is to make sure that I get enough protein. Eating enough protein in one day is really essential to having enough energy to get yourself through the day. For myself, I have, my doctor told me that I needed 60 grams of protein a day. I will make sure that I have protein for breakfast, protein for lunch, and protein for dinner. And if it's just a protein shake, that if that's what it takes for me to get it in, I will do that. I have really noticed that when I don't get enough protein, I don't have as much energy as I should have, and I feel sluggish. So it really does make a difference. And pay attention to how you know, it's really about paying attention to your body, because you're going to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. And these are some of the things that have worked for me. And that's why I'm sharing them. It's maybe something you haven't thought of, and it's maybe something that you knew about but had forgotten about. And this is a reminder. Maybe you need to go back to that eating protein and getting that much protein in. Now, the other thing is, you know, I've had people ask me, well, there's a lot of supplements out there. Where do you start? How do you know what to take? Well, I would say, just ask me. I have some suggestions, and I have some things that have worked very well for me. And if you want information, just comment below and I will respond. I will get back to you. So, and I'll also have some links in the description of this video, and you can check it out there. But it is essential for me. It's the best thing ever, because I can regulate it. I can regulate it, my energy, with natural stuff versus taking any kind of drug to get energy, or any kind of caffeine. Of course, I don't do caffeine anymore. After surgery, my body does not tolerate caffeine. So it's not like I can go drink a caffeine drink to get more energy, because that just doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. And my guess is, if you've had weight loss surgery, it's probably not working so well for you either. For the long run, I mean, I don't want to do energy drinks I don't want to do those kinds of things because, or any kind of pop or fizzy type of a drink, because it's not good for me and I can't tolerate it anymore. So there you have it. The 3 tips for having more energy. And first of all, tip number 1 was to drink more water. Tip number 2 is to make sure that you exercise, move your body. And tip number 3 is to take your vitamins and supplements so that your body has the nutrition it needs to so you can have more energy. So there you have it, another episode of Anna Olson TV. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my weekly videos.